mentioned, my name is Mark Down. I have a company called Blinds in the Theatre, which is a very small company that sort of has kind of specialised in puppetry. I guess the company always was, that was the plan, but I didn't expect it to take over my whole life, so I've sort of specialised in puppetry as well. We do two things. We make our own shows, which we're trying to do more of at the moment, and that's sort of been a laboratory for us to really push puppetry. And I don't know if you know this stuff, I didn't, but you know, when you go on, once you go into big shows, there's sort of someone to do everything. So if somebody directs the movement, you quite often have a choreographer as well, or you know, you might be the same person, it might not. Then you've got projectionists and designers, and then we come in as another person, just a puppet director. But then slowly what we've been able to do is take a team in who just want to do puppetry. That's been great. The other thing we sort of do is, as much as we can, is try and influence the whole production so that the puppet doesn't sort of suddenly arrive as a sort of, here's the puppet. But you know, there's sort of elements of puppetry throughout the show, or the idea of puppetry. Puppets with 3 people on, or up to 6 people, I think we've done. Well, no, we've done a puppet with 20 people in the Olympic ceremony. And so getting groups of, and this is where I think it's most fascinating, is getting groups of people to work, to improvise together as a group, so that you remain an individual. You know how to remain an individual, but subsume it, sort of whatever it is, to be part of a group. And one of the things that I've noticed more and more and more is that we are individuals. I mean, it's obvious, but you don't sort of have to work on that. You know, everyone is a different shape, size. Anything you do, you will do it your own way. When you're given the leadership, you've got to take it. You can't. Which is why looking over your shoulder is a problem, because you've got the leadership and you're looking that way and you're not. Definitely okay. And then everyone's sort of like, oh, follow this guy. What puppetry is, and so therefore how it can relate to your work, because you're presuming this was not a puppetry course, it's a theatre making course. And there's a hell of a lot of puppetry around at the moment, and partly a fashion thing, and God knows why it suddenly caught on. But perhaps it's because it's very, very theatrical. It's very, very, it's human technology. You know, so every puppet is held by a person. It's not on a piston, it's not on a wire, it's a person, it's a breathing person. And there's something fabulous, and I think has really been embraced in theatre in the last 10 or 15 years, about a stage that's alive. And essentially what you're doing with puppetry is you're bringing things to life. And it's a choice. It's a choice. You don't have to, if you see what I mean. But it's a useful part of your toolkit to know how to hold a teacup so it's a teacup, and how to hold it so it's a little man, or it's a hamster, or it looks like it's alive. And there's a tiny, tiny difference. If you're in control of that, then you're really in control of your craft. For some of you, puppetry will really help you as an actor. It will unleash you to think of yourself as a puppet, to think of it more mechanically, to release you from like, well, I don't know what the fuck I'm feeling. I've done this show. We've been here for weeks and it's not happening. And yet, you know, maybe it's just about going, maybe that's what the director wants. Maybe that's all it needs. It's something, isn't it? It's something.